How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Welcome back to this week's Adventure Quest release video. So this is from Sapphire Catalyst on my Discord, so shout out to him for finding this out. So they added a new item to the Talk Like a Pirate Quiz shop, and you can unlock the shop by only answering the first 20 questions. So it's a new water weapon for mages, I think, called Cutlass Delma, and it has a clickable 2-hit SP skill for 490 SP. It does damage by it's probably reduced damage, okay, because it can inflict a 36 blind for 100 when the monster is 100% water resist for 2 rounds per hit. For 4 rounds total, 36 blind grows in power as water resist goes higher. So according to Brady, or Sapphire at least, this is the strongest blind weapon in the game, unless you include Alchemical Unity. But of course, Alchemical Unity you do need to, it is based off the damage. So the higher damage you deal, the greater Alchemical Unity's blind becomes. If you don't want to use Alchemical Unity, I think this is the next best option. The blade, I would like to say it's nice that they have this sort of animation, but it does look very disturbing. I guess kudos to the stuff on the artwork. Yeah, it looks like a very disturbing and creepy looking blade, but nice job on the creepy design though. So yeah, this is for mages want to inflict blind. Personally, I will still stick with Alchemical Unity, but if you want to get this, I guess you can get it. It's decent, and I'm not sure if you have a showcase video up, but I don't think I will be buying that. Alright, next item, we have the 4-season limited time shop. Let's go ahead and check it out. So info subs are already out of my Discord. You can join it if you want to see. We have the 4-type dagger. So the dagger may look to be made of brittle leaves, but it is razor sharp and capable of slicing your foes swift as the wind. So Hollow on the forums actually said that Cam will be updating this to be Mastercraft next week. So I think currently it's not Mastercraft. I'm not super sure what it does, but I will not buy it because it costs tokens. Okay, unless I can confirm that it's really very good. Next up, we have the 4-type Breeze, which is another token item. Okay, so this one is a Mastercraft wind spell. 1/3 base randomly, neutral BTH lean. You pay about 39.6% in damage plus Mastercraft, and has a mod wind resist times hits attempted chance to attempt to inflict sleep on the monster until it makes a save. This has a -10 save bonus, players intellect over luck versus monsters endurance over luck. Right, so it costs MP, and let's look at the artwork. So just falling of autumn leaves. Artwork, nothing to shout about for this one. 642 MP cost. I don't think this is that great. It just inflicts sleep, and Wuzak can inflict sleep as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me. I don't think I'm such a big fan of this. On top of that, it costs tokens. If it did cost like gold instead, it might be worth getting, but because it costs tokens, I don't think it's so great. And we have other, forms of stun in the game. You're not really limited to sleep only. The good thing about sleep is that it's permanent until the monster makes a save. But that being said though, it's usually easier to save on sleep because of how good sleep is. Like, there isn't a set duration. It can be unlimited number of turns if the monster just keeps failing the save. But that being said, monsters will usually win the save within 1 or 2 turns. So yeah, not super reliable. But the main part of this week's release is actually the fighter class overhaul. So I'm going to try and keep my expectations in check, because this is a tier 1 class that's targeted at the lower level players, not so much the higher level players. So I'll keep that in mind when reviewing the class. Alright, fighter class overhaul, let's go check it out. Many adventurers start and end their careers by meeting Black Hawk. The gruff, unkempt mentor turns down a lot of would-be adventurers, often just from hearing the reason they want to learn to do battle. Pupils are perpetually exhausted and confused by his unconventional methods, but those that don't flunk out go on to become some of the best fighters out there. Hearing about this, you have to know what it's all about. You're handy with a weapon, but it's a tough world out there. Whether you're just getting started or adding melee combat to your existing repertoire, your career of professionally getting into trouble will look a lot brighter if you can get Black Hawk to make time for you. We've had some good times. I'm not much for weepy reminiscing, but the stuff we got up to, solid gold. Here, have a hot mug and let's share some memories. Let's see, what needs to be hit in the face today? Ooh, interesting. Okay, wait, can I straight up unlock this? I think I can. I'm not reading through the dialogue, but I think I can straight up unlock that. Yeah, interesting. Oh, wow, that's expensive. Okay, become a fighter, I guess. So you want to focus on training with me again? Sure thing, I'll spread the word that you're my student. That'll get you in so much trouble that you'll have plenty of practice material to get caught up. And can I just talk about the artwork of this entire thing? Yeah, I think it looks amazing. This reminds me of Dragon Faber's Sword Haven. You can see at the notice board, exactly like Dragon Faber's notice board over here. And the arena reminds me of AQ World's arena. Yeah, the AQ World's arena with Dragon Faber's notice board. And then here, this table. I'm not sure, maybe this is an Adventure Quest original artwork, but yeah, I'm digging the whole artwork for the set, for this entire setup. Okay, now I'm ready to be a fighter. Alright, let's go. Let's reset class level. Now, that's what I like to hear. There's no shame in having a good old review. It's great for your skills. My best students have all taken it from the top at least once. Got rusty or had an injury to adapt to. Besides, I've gotten a lot better myself since my last generation of students. Ready to start over? There's no shortcuts if you go for it. You're going back for the start and doing the whole lesson again. Okay, let's start over. Let's see here. Dialogue is the same. There you are. Alright, pack your stuff. Let's go. Better bring extra rations. There ain't no schedules in my field trips. Wait, what? Field trip? You might have the wrong adventure. I'm here to ask about trade. Right, introductions. Korriban, Black Hawk. Black Hawk, Korriban. Yes, you can train with me. Pack up, kiddo. We are starting now. You can't learn what you're looking for in a fighting pit. Well, I do want to get better at fighting people too, but fair. It's not like we've got a member of every species to practice with. Exactly, but wouldn't that be something? An all-species fighting club. If you can use your head, you're invited to bash ours. Not good at pictures. I'll figure it out someday. Anyways, it's simple. I know you got talent, and you already know I'm the guy to get a new head basher's adventuring life started. I'll show you what it's all about, and if my method works for you, keep coming along. Is your method going out and picking fights? Basically, what? It's not like there's a shortage of things that needs a pummeling. You need to experience why different gear works for different fights, not just hear about it. Let's go. Alright. Fighter training, I guess. Alright, are you done packing? Yes, no, it doesn't matter. We're going out now. I've got to teach you to fight when you're unprepared too. Wait, what? What? Do you think real enemies are going to politely wait while you take half an hour to doff plate armor and even more time to change into something else? Actually, they do, in this game at least. You can have all the time in the world switching the equipment if you want to, and enemies are going to wait for you. Don't answer that. Anyways, here's a present for you. I've got a notebook for you to keep a journal of our lessons. Wizards use this real resistant paper. While it goes through cards of the stuff. It's the one crush I'm giving you, kiddo. Take notes of what we are up against and we'll go over what you learned afterwards. Today's lesson. Black Hawk is ending today's practice trip back at the arena where I've got an exam. I've been challenged by the creature known as Baron Miscout. I'm supposed to fight them and their cronies to prove that I've learned how to tell when an enemy skip leg day and make them run so much. Okay, let's go. So the monsters are all level 30. Okay, I read from PD on the forums. He says that everything is level 30 even on a lower level character. I don't think this is that great for lower level players because do you really only want to be level 30 when you start training this? I don't really think so. Like, it's quite a few levels to get through in order to reach level 30 at the very start. So yeah, considering this is a beginner, like, basic class, it's not even the knight class yet. This is just the basic fighter class. The fact that you need to be at least level 30 in order, or somewhere close at least, level 20 plus in order to get past the training. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of that. I would have preferred if they scale all the way. Like, even though it's annoying for, you know, higher level players, at least lower level players won't get handicapped. Well, at least make the requirement lower, like level 5 or something like that. Because fighter is the most basic beginner class in the game. Yet you need to be at least level 30 to train it. Why? Why level 30? It seems like a random number. It's not super high or super hard to get to. You may need like 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a week if you're completely new and don't know what to do with the game to, you know, get to level 30. Barge in. Make a forceful entrance to push your enemy into the back foot. Can you knock the wind out of them before they can brace for your attack? So you need 43 stat roll for strength. This is... yeah. 43 is kinda high. For the very first skill alone. I don't know if it's 43 all the way. If it's 43 all the way, I guess it's okay. But level 30, would you have trained some points inside of strength? I guess so, to help mitigate this a little bit. I do still think it's a little bit high. I mean, if the monsters are going to be level 30, then 43 is not very high. But if the monsters, you know, they actually turn it to make it scale with level like level 5 or something like that, then yes, 43 can be quite high for some of the lower level players. Enemy defeated. Congratulations, you have succeeded in your quest. You have earned the next level as a fighter and gained a new special ability. Level 1 fighter, let's go. Today's lesson, Black Hole is blah blah blah, known as Tire Shade Spot. Okay, so they just changed the name. No story, I guess. It's just fighting, fighting, and more fighting. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it only goes up to rank 5 because this is a beginner or tier 1 class after all. Right, so we'll do it all the way up to rank 5 and then we'll see if there's anything that, you know, that we can see for the armor. As well as explore the rest of the place. So I don't think there'll be any story though. I'm not sure if there'll be. It seems like a lot of work if they added story as well. Let's see if they did. My guess is no. Five Z tokens, okay. So for for higher level players, this is going to be a cakewalk. You can just spam the attack button, spam your spell button, and you'll get past this pretty much within like 10 minutes time if you don't bother to read through the dialogue like I did. So yeah, pretty fast for maxed out players. Ooh, 92, awesome. You have successfully ambushed your foe. What does that give me? Element shield. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So successfully ambushing your foe gives you an element shield. I guess that's pretty nice for the lower level players. High level players, obviously, you don't really need that. 0.7 for 2 rounds. 1 round if you go first. Alright, alright. I guess it's fine. Road Reaper. Are there other effects? Like, is it random or is it going to be element shield all the time? Quite curious. And it looks like the number 43 is going to be 43 all the way, so I guess that's okay. Too bad. Oh, come on. Wow, actually they managed to one-shot. 60% water, okay. So it's 4 battles, 1 stat roll, then 1 boss battle. So 5 battles total, so you need like 25 battles to get it up to maximum rank, which is rank 5. Only 3 again. There we go. Road Reaper. So it looks like it's element shield all the way. I guess it's nice for lower level players because it means that you are not going to be so susceptible to dying, which is the main problem that most lower level players have. One is of course your endurance, and the second thing is of course the amount of damage you deal. Level 3, let's go. Steve. Oh, it's a Steve. Of course they had to add in Steve, right? Very yellow and pale pirate. Does this pirate have scurvy or what? Yeah, the coloring on the skin just looks weird. This looks a lot more natural. And they're using the old artwork, like the head. Here, this is definitely old artwork. Interesting. Old AQ artwork, how classic. I mean, it's nice because this is meant to be like a beginner class quest. So yeah, that's actually good. You know, old players who came back to the game, they have something that they recognize at least. And Steve is an Erodu clan member. Petrify immunity. Okay. I thought it would be like one of those skeleton minions, but nope, it's an Erodu clan member. Right, next. Level 4. Alright, last one. I'll be honest, kiddo, you've just about outgrown my lesson. Especially with all that you get up to between lessons, you're racking up the kind of experience others take years to achieve. For now though, there's one more lesson I'd like to see you handle. Just had a convenient opportunity for it land on my lap. For it to land on my lap. I think there's a typo here. I got a message through Yuga just now that you might be interested in. There's an old friend of mine stopping by. Name of Zillow. Calls himself the X-Master. We used to roam together a long while ago. Fighting monsters, taking bandit bounties, getting into brawls. Ah, Zillow, okay. A name that I recognize for sure. You know, the usual light weekend stuff. Haven't heard from him since we had to stop. You sound like you had a lot of fun with him, though I've never heard of him and neither of us have run into him. Did he have to take a break or something? Heh, nah, it's a little more complicated than that. You're more of the helpful type of adventurer. I was a little more specialized. Find trouble, beat up Sid trouble, no socialization involved. More time to work on my skills. Zillow was even more single-minded. Never cared for variety. He designed an axe for tough height and focused on becoming the best warrior he could be with it. We were best buds along with Galanov, but he was all about the frontier life and I had to stay here. My pops had passed away. I took charge of his apprentices, then just sort of kept finding more. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. He went out the way he wanted to. Pa and I weren't much for words and weren't on the best of terms, but we knew we cared. Anyways, Zillow's stirring up the local fighters and that'll help me set up a test about chaotic fights. Facing groups, long bouts, it'll help to have all in one place. Let's go see what he's up to. So they do have some story here, that's nice. Black Hawk, long time no see. Brought your latest pupil to Zillow's party, or are you here to mop it? Are you two here to mop it up? Jeez, Sifu. Okay, I think this is a reference to Sifu, okay, which is Chinese for master. You look tougher every time I see you. You're making me look like a slacker here. A little bit of both probably. Korriban, you know Sifu already, right? Not by name or by voice. Nice to properly meet you. I don't think I ever heard you say a single word in all that combat practice. Well, they don't pay me enough to talk. I'm there to help the lot of you practice. If they want me to put on a show, they'll need to shout a lot more go, or Udo's going to have to coin another favor. He sort of reminds me of Sensei from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for some weird reason. Just what kind of favor gets a guy like you to move to battle to get wheeled on by adventurers all morning? That's a long story. The gist of it is that I'm from a place in Vanda where people have some violent ideas about this place. My family bought into that nastiness, couldn't get through to them. I had to go. Turns out my daughter had a change of heart. Udo had a vision about her trying to leave and helped me to get her out through rhubarb. She's an adventurer now, right mean with a sword, or a lot of them. Anyways, care to handle this little business? I don't mind sticking around to make sure these kids keep it clean. But this party's way behind schedule and I have to have lunch someday. Yeah, we got it. Don't go all day myself. When did Zillow start acting like some celebrity anyways? Alright, Korriban, there's one reliable way to make an overcrowded fighting ring disperse. I get the impression I'm about to break a lot of Fight Club etiquette. You just did. Might as well go all the way now. I'll keep the others off of you. I want you to find the 4 toughest looking hopefuls and take on them one after the other. Don't stop to rest. Wait, what? You won't always get to stop and catch your breath every couple of fights. This is your chance to show me what you've learned. Don't go all out and get winded. Try to save some strength. Go on. Okay, it sounds like we won't have heals for the next 4 battles. Is that how it's going to work out? Okay. Playing it cool. Makes them deal ice damage. Interesting. Oh. Very interesting. So they all do ice damage. You do get the initiative bonus or the drop on them. So I guess that's nice. But yeah, no heal for the next 4 battles. This can certainly be tough for lower level players for sure. The initiative penalty helps, and of course you really just need a good set of ice gear. So I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think though? Lower level players, if you're experienced with this, and I mean like super low level players, do you think this is too tough for you? 4 battles in a row, no healing whatsoever. You do get to go first every battle, and the monster only hits with ice damage. What do you guys think? I still think it's a pretty it's kind of tough. Yeah. Wow, way to make an entrance, Junior. Fashionably late and sending our students to show everyone up. I'm impressed. It's been a while. I have a little bit before the next fight. We have got to catch up. You're still getting pulled around by the arm by that Southern Belle from the mountain, say Blackheart. No, that went farther south after our trip to Thunder Mountain. Seeing what it's like nowadays left her a little off. I'm sure you were the tech master and didn't mess that up one bit. Sorry that came out me, and it's not like I get to say anything. People only want me for my skills anyways. This is the new warrior. Hello. Hello, I'm Korriban. Nice to meet you. I'm sure Black Hawk told you all about me. It's all true except the accidentally stealing an outhouse story. He didn't tell me that one, but now I'm curious. Don't trust me on that one. You won't be able to do your business in town for a month if you hear it. Zero, can we hang out later? But what's all this? You didn't say there'll be this much of a mess. I may have spread the word that the best warrior on this side of the river was stopping by and looking for talent. Didn't mean to inconvenience old Sifu all morning, but this town has a lot of adventurers. I was just looking for a good exercise and some interesting fights. I admit I could get used to the attention, but then I wouldn't be focused. Anyways, I'm intrigued by the fruits of your labor here. Kiddo's got a heck of a future, yeah. I was hoping to use this little event of yours for something of an exam, but this was way too much of a mess. Hehehe, my bad. Well, I scared off a lot of people by taking down the meanest looking lot, but you can help yourself to the rest. You could set up a class. No offense, Zillow. I like a good scrap as much as the old days, but I respect my students' time a little more than that. From what I've seen, there isn't a single fighter left that could challenge. You sound like you have another idea that I'm going to catch all the heat for. Absolutely, we can give all of them what they want and test your performance against groups in one go. Remember, wear down one target at a time, make them bump into each other. Oi, over here. Oh, seriously? Okay, pit fighters. Okay, there we go. Any heal? No heal. More pit fighters, alright. Yeah, this is certainly going to be tough for lower level players, if I'm being honest. The fact that they walk forward after they die, that's a little bit weird. Especially if you have a big armor. Phew, I almost broke a sweat sending the others packing. Weren't you supposed to be watching me? I said I almost broke a sweat, and honestly that was really cool. Well done, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but it looks like we're about to have some crowd problems again. Zillow, we just dispersed them. What do you do, buddy? I may have promised to fight whoever came out on top of the fighting pit. You know, show them the ropes before I left. You did go and round everyone up just now though, which is really on me for getting carried away, but you were doing so well. You'll make a great adventurer. Korriban is an adventure, Zero, and a really good one. This sudden famous warrior thing is so silly. I'll call it here, but this is the kind of thing that gets you ambushed by a bunch of glory hounds. It's really awkward to pit my pupil against an experienced specialist just for show though. Not to worry, I'll get my own star pupil to face yours and we'll have ourselves a pleased crowd with no awkwardness. Zillow's taken to teaching adventures. Maybe I've been a bit of a jerk. I wonder how. Hello, I'm Milo the ex-student. Pleased to beat you. Okay, beat him up. Yeah. So it's himself with a beard, of course. Violence is rarely the answer, but this time is the question, and the answer on principle is yes. Keep an eye out for when he prepares a big attack and try to stop it. So it's when the SP bar glows, I think. 80% to all, 60% to ice. 471, that's okay, I guess. Freedom. Why is there freedom though? I don't understand. Do lower level players abuse freedom that much? I don't really think so. And soft damage cap, oh my god, seriously? Dude, are you kidding me? To prepare a massive attack. Are you kidding me? This is supposedly for lower level players. You have soft damage cap and you have freedom? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, this might be a bit too tough for lower level players. Yeah. This is probably too tough for low level players. Are you supposed to beat him though? Does the story progress if you beat him? Or if you don't beat him? Well then, I almost broke a sweat myself. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop you there with a bit of a lesson of my own. You know how you're not supposed to fight on an empty stomach? Don't get carried away eating either. Oh lords, please tell me they don't remember me around the outhouses. Serves him right. You have interesting friends. You could put it that way. I'm sorry that this went south every step of the way. I'll talk to Zillow when he's done taking his bruised ego and funny bone to the loo. We can catch up then for now. Even if the day got derailed, I think I've seen everything I needed to. Look, key. No. Korriban, I'm proud of what I see. By my reckoning, you're no student anymore. You sure don't need my lessons. I'll tell you to keep practicing, but I don't think you need the reminder. I'm going to keep an eye on your progress. I'm sure Zero will too, in his own newly weird way. If you keep going the way you are, you'll be an amazing warrior. In the meantime, it's my treat at you guys. Awesome. Free meal, I guess, and there we go. Max out the stuff. Now, I'll be a Zard's dentist. Looks like I got myself a distinguished guest here. So we max out everything. Let's explore the arena. Blackhawk gets his pick of some of the gnarlier bounties for small teams. These are your lessons. Isn't this outdated? Look, I've been tracking people I want to punch in the groin for 20 years. Diplomacy is important too, but sometimes the only diplomacy you have time for is looking really scary. A privileged view of the Guardian training arena. Who would Blackhawk have to punch? Never mind. That's the legendary Tome of the Fisticuff. Yeah, there's my journal, kiddo. Teacher's gotta keep notes. You can talk to Blackhawk before he's had his coffee, or you can keep your eyeballs unspooned. Your choice. A map of suspected sightings of Badon's most wanted. Is that? No, that's a coffee stain. Okay. What does this do though? Nothing. Did they just import over the asset before and they forgot to take this away? Felt like they definitely did. Yeah, it's not even clickable. What the heck? Just copy paste. Didn't even bother to remove that. Seriously? Okay, let's look at the fighter gear. I believe this is for the lower level players. Let's see what we have. Weapons, Tundra Crusher. Okay, so this is a Mastercraft Melee Ice Hammer. No base random lean. Has a minus 5 BTH lean. Compress a toggle that causes 327 SP at level 150. To have player attacks gain a minus 5 BTH lean. So minus 10 BTH lean in total. And attempt to inflict a paralyzed effect based off hits attempted and mobs ice resist. Rounded stochastically, it has a minus 20 save bonus. This is a pretty expensive toggle, 327 SP per turn. I think you have a very good chance of inflicting the paralyze, but that is a very, very high amount of SP per turn for a toggle. So I would say this is not that good. I'm gonna go for skip. Fighter armor, this is level 10. Why are the monsters level 30? But the armor is only level 10. That makes zero sense whatsoever. You are not getting through the quest as a level 10. Let's just be very honest. So yeah, this doesn't make sense to me. You'll put together a better kit over time, but feel free to come back while this is still useful. I always keep some stock handy for you. What is a fighter? I don't have to explain what a fighter is, but it's in the name. But yeah, you've got a point. I do things pretty differently. It's worth breaking that down before I just drag you along. I'll teach you forms, exercise, all that, and the usual routine. That's very important, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, kiddo. If you want to be good, you'll never stop doing those. I'm going to get you some practical experience while we do it to make sure you don't build an ironclad habit and then start running into critters and conditions that it doesn't work out for. So a fighter from my style learns how to work with the exceptions before they are too set in their ways. Different people already have different moves. Different monsters, a whole other world, kiddo. We've also got to get you used to long battles in all workplaces, caves, swamps, heights. If you try to move the same way everywhere, you'll pass out before you even get in a fight. Learn that and you'll be able to steadily turn almost any fight around. So we are going to get out there and get in all sorts of trouble. Then you'll take notes. I'm no scholar, but it's good for your memory. Master fighter gear. Hey there, kiddo, long time no see. Don't suppose you hit your head really hard. I need to take the basic lessons all over again. You taught me a little better than that. So I did. Can't take much credit though. I've been keeping up with all the crazy stuff you get up to when I'm not around to see it myself. You took my lessons and ran with them. Just kept getting better. I've learned a lot, sure, but there isn't a single trick out there that comes up more than the basics. Sure, there's some magical weapons that need their own technique to wield, but outside of that, it's practice that keeps me alive a lot of the time. Whenever something new pops out and nothing I've been doing works, having something to fall back on lets me think on my feet and come out ahead. That's exactly right. I'm even more glad you're visiting now. Saves me a trip. See, there's a bit of a family tradition my pops passed down for when your kids all grown up and turn into a master. Me, I'm not much for kids of my own these days. Wouldn't ask them to take up the family business anyway, but I don't think Pops would mind one bit if I gave this to you instead. Here, take a look. Masterclass armors are high-level armors with a unique style. They are not a replacement for higher-tier classes, but elite standalone armors with upgraded copies of a few skills from the original classes. A master armor isn't a class, but a powerful reward for mastering the original class and reaching a high level. Revisiting the style and the stronger skills at your current power. The basic tricks of your original training are beneath an expert adventurer, but a hero like you can make the best skills shine as proof of their mastery. Master Fighter features the second way and overwhelm skills with no title requirement. Oh, okay, good. No title requirement. I guess this is the good part. You don't need to be a fighter class in order to use it. And the lowest level here is 95. Yeah, so this is very weird. The fighter armor in its base form is level 10. Yeah, you need to be at least level 30 to beat everything, and probably even higher to beat the level 5 one. So it just doesn't make sense to me. So what, are you supposed to be level 95 before you can start using all of this? Level 105 if you don't have the tokens to spare. So yeah, this just comes off as super weird and it doesn't make a lot of sense. 96 mil for a level 150 armor. This is super expensive. Okay, yeah, so it looks like you need to complete the advanced fighter quest and you need to be a guardian to get this. Let's see. Okay, strong resist to ice at 39%, secondary resist to wind 55% and light as well. Tertiary resist, you have your water and darkness at 74%, then weak to earth and energy at 83%, and lastly the opposite element, fire at 100%. 50, 53, 48 for the defenses. Okay, kind of weird that range defense is the highest and not melee defense, but okay. Artwork wise, I say it looks a little bit weird with all the squarish plates. Not such a big fan of it. Probably gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for the artwork. Yeah, the squarish plates makes it look a little out of place. Not my favorite artwork, that's for sure. Let's buy an inventory slot and let's go test this out. By the way, guys, the back to school contest has been extended by a month. So kudos to the staff for doing that. They did cut down the number of rewards from 50 to 30, but the fact that they extended it by 1 month, thank you very much, staff. That is very welcome. So you want to play and log in every single day all the way up to November in order to get a chance of winning any of the daily items. So far I only won the shield, which kind of sucks, but no, the shield is good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I wish I won more items so I can show them off. Okay, so hopefully I get lucky in the coming days or weeks and I'll be able to show off some of the other items if I get lucky, alright? Don't worry if this gets too torn out there. I can fix up a new one for you if you can get me some materials and go to cover the artisan's fees. Yes, that's it. Alright, so they need to fix this, few typos they need to fix, and probably they have to relook at the monster's power level and what the monster does, because it just doesn't make sense to me to have the monster, you know, that strong and the base like level is level 10 and the next high up is level 95. So yeah, that doesn't make sense whatsoever. Alright, let's start. Melee damage. Okay, I'm going to do Quad Force here. Make sure I have Strength toggled on so we can really see the true power of the armor. Okay, let's click on skills. Let's see. Oh, only 2 skills. Hold up a minute. There's only 2 skills. Wait, what? So the standard is 2 hits. Excuse me. Oh, should probably buy the class armor as well, right? So we can see. Okay, anyways, first skill, second wind. Try to push your enemy into giving you a chance to catch your breath. After spending X SP, you spend 2 turns landing as many melee attacks as you can, and you heal more the better you do. Okay, so it's a quick cast skill, charges 100% melee in SP and tracks player melee hits and attempts while using the Master Fighter class armor over the next 2 turns. Afterwards, heals player HP equal to something hits over attempts. This heal has 1 hit and 1/3 BR lean. Damage type of the heal is melee and skills with strength for stat bonuses. Okay. Oh. 2 hits. It gets paused if you switch out of the armor, just saying. So you switch back into the armor to unpause it. Okay, so yeah, you have to use this with the armor. I guess this solves a lot of probably broken and unwanted interactions inside of the game, but that also limits the armor's, you know, flexibility by quite a lot, unfortunately. Let's see how much the heal is. 508. Ooh. Oh, okay. The heal is not bad. It does take 2 turns, and you do need to hit with melee attacks in order to get it, but I think it's not bad. Yeah, what's the SP cost again? Oh, almost 300 plus. 300 plus SP cost. Okay. Pretty expensive. Definitely quite expensive, SP cost wise. 300 plus SP for 500 plus HP heal, I guess that's okay. 1078 lucky strike. Oh, wow. Okay, I stand corrected. It's actually really good. With a lucky strike, of course. Even without lucky strike, 300 plus SP for 500 plus HP heal. That's actually really good. Wow, okay. Nice. I like the skill. Momentum. No. Sorry, this is overwhelm. When an enemy has a solid guard and is based well against strong hits, your best bet might be to get a number of quicker and less committed hits through their defenses. So it's a standard weapon based skill, follows player weapon for element, so no Elicom, causes 100% melee in SP, deals extra 20% damage against monsters with power level greater than 1.5, deals minus 10% damage otherwise. Oh, so I guess this is good for stronger enemies or enemies that are higher level than you, but for enemies that are lower level than you, this is not a good skill to use. Minus 10% just sucks, so you don't ever want to use this against anything with power level less than 1.5. It would, like, I have no idea why they imposed a penalty there, because otherwise the skill is 100% useless against enemies that are not stronger than you. It might be better if they make it extra 10% rather than minus 10%. So yeah, just my 2 cents on this skill. Okay, overwhelm. So it's the same animation. Yeah, this is not the extra 20% damage boost because the power level is quite low here. 392 SP for extra 20% damage. And it's situational 20%, not 20% all the time. So yeah, second skill is not that great because obviously we have armors that, you know, give a bigger boost than that for a lesser SP cost. And yeah, it's not very good. Not very good. The first skill is really good though, so I like the first skill. Let's go ahead and check out the actual class to see the other skills. So I need to go there and buy again. Excuse me. Let's see. Become fighter gear. Kinda sucks that the highest tier class doesn't have all the skills. I guess this is something they want to do similar to Ranger. But yeah, one skill is good, one skill is not so good. All in all, probably going to give the armor a 7 out of 10. Yeah. Is it worth using? I don't think so. If you really need the heal, I guess it's a good way for warriors to get healing in. And I know, what's that, Yori? Yeah, Yori just asked recently on my Discord, what's the best way for fully offensive warriors to heal? And I jokingly said, flee the battle and press the fountain button. But yeah, Yori, I guess your prayers have been answered. This is a quick way for warriors to heal HP, I guess. Let's bring this up and let's test this out. Okay, back to town, let's go. So keep in mind this is a level 10 armor, it's not anything crazy. Okay, neutral lean, main, it is strong against wind and light at 86%. No, strong against ice at 80%. Then you have wind. Okay, so everything is the same, just higher numbers. Alright, fire is still the same at 100. Okay, 33, 30, 28 melee range magic defense. For level 10, this is not bad. Yeah, this is not bad for level 10. Let's get, oh no. Okay, let's max out SP first, and then let's go ahead and get Quad Force out. Power, okay. Skills, let's see what it has. Okay, we'll look at the main attack first. Probably it's the same. Excuse me, yep, 2 hits. And let's see, first one, class level. Okay, so this is, you still have your regular attack button here. Class level 0. Free. Okay, so you need the title for this. You're used to duking out in close range and don't lose your aim when battle around. So you player melee attack gains extra 4.25 BTH. This is nice. Doesn't cost anything, so that's quite good. It's a passive skill. So next up is class level 1. Heavy Blow. A wild attack is easier to brace against, but bring your enemy's brain high enough and they just might be left reeling instead of something your attacks. Okay, wait. Excuse me. Instead of returning your attacks. Alright. Let's do Heavy Blow. 89 SP. Pretty cheap. Stuns your foe. So you get paralyzed. Overcharged weapon skill deals 225% melee in damage and causes 125% melee in SP. 2 hits, pays for the 1.65% damage and has a hits over 2% chance to attempt to inflict a paralyze effect for 1 turn. Minus 20 save bonus, player strength overlap versus monsters endurance overlap. Something is messed up. Either the skill should be doing less damage and costing less SP, or the skill should pay less for the paralyze. Okay, let's see here. How much is it again? 89 SP. Pretty cheap, even though it's overcharged. Yeah. Oh, combat practice trainer just endured. What the heck? Wow. Wow. Okay, the fact that combat practice trainer can even endure it's not guaranteed. Wow, okay, so it's actually not that good in a practical situation, I guess. 89 SP is pretty spammable, so I guess that's quite nice. I think they want to increase the cost or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's not such a good skill that it needs like a nerf or whatever. Or maybe they want to buff it. I don't really understand. But anyways, next skill. Momentum. Strike for your enemy's joints and you'll be able to wear down their defenses, making them more vulnerable to attack. Okay, wear down your foe's defenses. What does it cost? Toggle skill. Charges 25% melee SP per turn. Oh, yeah, this is the skill that they want to nerf. Okay. To attempt to inflict something hits over a 10% damage taken. Omni Elemental Vulnerability for 2 turns. Plus 0 save bonus. Okay, player strength overlap versus monsters dexterity overlap. Ooh. Okay. 121%. Wow. How much is it costing again? 534, 516. This is actually pretty cheap. I think it's like what, 17, 18? Yeah, very cheap. 18 SP per turn only. Very cheap toggle, but this is level 10. So for level 10, I guess 18 is alright. It's not too it's not like exactly spammable if you're low level. But that being said though, why nerf the cost? This is actually really good for the cost. 121% elemental vulnerability. Yeah, I like this skill. I hope they don't nerf it. Next up, not left-footed. You got solid practice with a variety of melee weapons, slightly increasing your damage with them. What does this do? So it's a passive skill. Player melee attacks deal extra 5% damage. Okay, guess that's nice. You get extra BTH and you get extra damage with the 2 passive toggles. Alright, so let's gain a bit more SP and then we can, you know, test out the other skills. I apologize if I sound a little bit under the weather. I'm still recovering from a bit of a flu. And then we have second wind. So this should be the same as the maxed out version, just cheaper. 71 SP only. Okay. So let's see how much this heals for level 10 armor. 84. Okay. Actually not bad. Yeah, actually not bad. Considering this is like level 10, 84 is almost a full heal. So yeah, almost a full heal. That's pretty crazy. That being said though, I am using a level 150 weapon. I'm not sure if that affects it or not. But if you're using a weaker weapon, I still think it will scale pretty well. I mean, at max level, it scaled pretty well. So I think at lower levels, it should scale pretty well as well. So yeah, all in all, not bad, not bad. Then the last one, Overwhelm, free, huh? Okay, what does Overwhelm do again? Let me just read that again. Second wind, momentum, heavy blow, overwhelm. Oh yeah. 100% melee in SP, extra 20% damage. Okay, but now it's dealing minus 10%, I think. Yeah, Overwhelm is just a weird skill overall. not really super worth in my opinion. I guess it works out well for lower level players because of how the game handles scaling at lower levels. Like scaling at lower level is just horrible. So yeah, this is great for lower level players, I guess. And how much SP does it cost again? It's free, right? 100% free. Okay, interesting. Is it 100% free though? Yeah, it is free. Okay, interesting. So for the class armor, this is free. But once you out level or outgrow the class armor, you won't ever use this class armor ever again. Alright, so for a lower level tier class, I am going to say this gets a solid 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, you know what? This is actually decent for lower level players. The only downside is that it's only level 10 and you need to be level 30 to do the quest. I don't think it's possible to do it at a lower level. It might be if you get super lucky or we just want to cheese through everything ally assist. Because like the monsters in there are super tough and like you have a 4 consecutive battle, then you have the boss which has freedom and damage cap. That's pretty insane for lower level players to deal with. All in all, I think the armor is good, but the requirements are a little bit hard, especially for the lower level players to get through. And yeah, that's going to be my review of the armor. And if you guys are watching this in the future and it's no longer in today's event, there's a high chance that you'll be shifted here. So you want to go to Yuga, go upstairs, click on Black Hawk here, and then click on this basic fighter training, and that will take you to where it currently is. Alright, so if you're watching this in the future and it's no longer in today's event, this is where you can find the fighter class. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Peace out.